I was told that I dressed poorly the other day. Yeah, not directly, but I did go to Buffalo Exchange, and they let me know. Well, you guys know about Buffalo Exchange, right? It's the store where you can go sell your old clothes so that someone younger and hotter can wear them. And I came in with a full trash bag full of clothes, and while they were going through them, they held up one of my shirts, called over all the other employees, laughed, and threw it in a pile. Which, is not how you want to be treated when you hope to earn money. But I sat there and I took it like a good little boy. And eventually they went through all my clothes and they call you up and they have this huge mound of clothes in front of them. And they're like, hey, we can offer you $4 for this. And they're almost offended for you. They're like, I sure hope you didn't pay more than $4. And they did. I paid $5 to park. And it is very embarrassing to get that $4 offer, but it's so much more demeaning when you take them up on it. To be a guy who dresses poorly and could also use $4 right now isn't the most flattering look. But I took my ticket and I walk over to the cashier to get my $4, and they gave it to me. In quarters. Every time I leave Buffalo Exchange, I always wonder, is the cruelty part of this for you? Is this how you get off? But you can't say that. You have to pretend to be thankful and be like, no, thank you, this will help for parking. And then they make you pack up all the clothes they didn't take. And so I left with a trash bag, again, full of clothes. And they try to raise your hopes on the way out to be like, no, we had a nice little interaction, because I was about to leave and they were like, hey kid, wait. And I'm like, yeah. Kill yourself. Okay, will do, thank you. I'm like the only friend that moved away from my hometown, so I already have FOMO just seeing my friends do things without me, but I found out recently that after I moved away, my friend group replaced me with my dad. One-to-one, as soon as I moved away, they were like, who can we get who looks like Jonah but has matured past his character flaws? And so they brought in Danny, and they love him. The group dynamic didn't change at all. I wasn't supposed to find out about it, but I saw my dad tagged in an Instagram post. You're not supposed to see your dad in a post. You're not supposed to see your parents go straight from no social media to a Finsta. But my dad did. He was in my friend's back middle seat on the way to see Spider-Man 2. I mean, he'll play basketball with my friends. He didn't play basketball with me. But if I'm like, oh, what's up with that? He's like, hey, what do you want me to say? They needed a fifth man. And it's like, well, so did our family of 5. I'll call home and talk to my parents, and my dad will cut the conversation short because he has to go hang with the boys. My dad shouldn't have boys. He had 3. Those were his sons. I mean, I feel like this is a good piece of advice. If you're out there and you're my dad, I miss you. If you're out there and you're my dad and you find yourself talking to my mom about the boys, she shouldn't have a clarifying question. She shouldn't be like, oh, do you mean the 3 sons we lovingly raised together, or the kids you used to drive to soccer? That's who it always is now. I had a friend recently get cast on The Bachelorette. It's a pretty big deal. Does anyone here watch reality TV?
Yes.
Okay, one shameful person, one proud person. Everybody else. Okay, well, first of all, fellas, you gotta watch this show. It is so good. And The Bachelorette is a show for the boys. More than football, more than Spike TV. I don't know what men watch. It is a show by and for the boys. Basically, just these 25 guys, they show up to this mansion, and they're like, what, 25 guys and 1 girl? What is this, an open mic? But then they all just start to enjoy one another's company. It's really sweet. They don't even want to speak to the girl the first few weeks. She'll ask for one-on-one time with them, and they're like, oh, but we were seeing who could do the coolest dunk into the pool.